Welcome to the Rocket Rewind, the show where we get together and talk about things that matter, things that are interesting, and shit that might just blow your mind. Yeah, they're our opinions, and you don't have to like them. We might not like yours either, but feel free to share them in the live chat. This is America, where we have free speech, cancel culture, Karens and Darrens, all working together in such super sweet harmony. Yeah, right. Sometimes the things we talk about might help restore our faith in humanity, but all too often it's going to be stuff that might piss you off like it does us. Make sure you have your grown-up panties on and come join the conversation. Oh yeah, and make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications. You don't want to miss this weekly dose of provocative discussion. The Rocket Rewind, Sundays at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's get into it. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up?
What's going on, everybody?
How you doing?
Happy Sunday. We've been talking shit in the private little chat window thing we got. Where we can type messages back and forth to each other while we were waiting on the intro to go through. How's everybody's Sunday so far? Oh my god.
Productive. I'll say mine was productive.
Mine could have been a little more productive, but you know what? I had a really nice fucking nap earlier today, so I can't complain.
I slept till like noon, so I mean,
it must be nice. It must be nice. Jesus Christ! I was up at 5 a.m. this morning.
I did the same thing myself. Slept till noon.
I was up at 7 a.m.
Well,
I mean, I was up like periodically, but then I just kept falling back asleep, and then
I don't know what time it was. The sun was up when I woke up. I went and ate lunch. Breakfast, something like they serve both at the same time here, and then.
Yeah, Stacy said in our little private chat here, Jamie, your eyebrows are on fleek. I love it. Yeah. Oh my God. All right, let's run through the chat real quick because I know it's going to reset on me here. Let's see. We got Taylor Tonch here. What's up, Taylor? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the stream. I'm in the chat posting links and shit, of course. Speaking of links, pinned in the YouTube chat, there is all of our socials, Discord, Facebook, formerly Twitter, now known as X because we're X-rated, and all that good stuff, and donations too if you feel like you want to, kick a little cash this way for the snake drawer stuff.
With the donations.
I just noticed that. That's right, Wiz. Damn.
What's that?
Steve has a beard going on. It's a real beard.
Yeah, look at it. Wait
till you see it by the end of the year.
Yeah,
I do not have a beard going on, as you can see. I got the shiny slick face going.
I haven't shaved in 2 days.
I haven't shaved in a week, and I got a beard.
Oh wow. Let's see. We also got Steve in the chat, of course. Mr. Wizard's here watching. What's up, Mr. Wiz? Jamie H is here, of course.
Yes.
What up? Marcy B, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Dragon Man Assassin's here. Welcome to the stream. There's Stu Dorman. Oh, Wednesday's his birthday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. Well, we won't stream from here on Wednesday, but happy birthday a few days early, there, Stu. Of course, Megan D Gaming is in the chat, and Gaming with Eric Boyce is here. What's up, Eric? Good to see you. Dustin K, how are you? Brooklyn's here. Emergency response vids. Good to see you. Watching from the UK. What time is it there again? It's about like 2 a.m. or some shit, midnight, something like that. Carl's here. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Taylor's in the Ultra. The Michelob Ultra over there. He's gonna be 3 sheets to the wind before long. Lord have mercy. Steffi's here. What's up, Steffi? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We got Chris Albert watching. What it do? What it do? Stacy's a guy gaming is also in the chat, of course.
Finally.
Yeah.
My Diet Coke.
All right, chat reset it on me. So if I missed anybody, say hello again. So
John Wayne.
Oh, there we go. John Wayne just popped up for me. Welcome, John Wayne.
Yeah, that's from a movie, you guys. I'm not actually calling them assholes.
Hey, that's okay. Look, hey, if the shoe fits, we'll wear it.
I've grabbed a lot of shoes like this. So we have this thing here, like in this building specifically, where like when you're leaving, if there's shit you can't take with you, you just sit it like on the shelf. And when you sit it on the shelf, they
like flashlights and all that kind of stuff.
No, like shoes and books and just shit you can't take with you because you're transferring. And
we just got age restricted. Sorry.
Anyway, I think I've grabbed like 4 pairs of shoes this week. What's funny is though, like when I go to leave here, I'm gonna put those shoes right back on that.
Yeah. Well, hey, just share them around, whatever.
Yeah.
His foot.
It's nice. Okay, Brooklyn said it's 12 a.m. in the UK. We got Chris Crashcraft Gaming here. What's up there, Chris? Good to see you. Oh, look at Wiz giving you shit over there. Like I always knew the name literally didn't click. Stacy is a guy. Yes, he is. He is. Keysign's here. What's going on, Keysign? Watching from Hawaii.
First he gets yelled at last night as a volunteer. Now this. Just can't catch a break.
I swear. So while Brooklyn's here, before he heads out, I'm not going to show you much of this, but I do want to show you. So Brooklyn was able to go and see some demonstrations with the fire department. Let's see. Let's get this on the screen here. So if you don't follow this emergency response vids on YouTube, go check him out over there. This is Brooklyn's channel. He was able to go and see. They did a vehicle rescue where they simulated a vehicle accident and they did a rescue demonstration. And then this one is like demonstrating a house fire. They got to do like a aerial rescue kind of thing. His video is really loud because he's like right there. Like, wait till you see his angle. Let me. You can kind of see it right there, like how close he is to the whole thing going on. But here they are with their aerial ladder.
Oh, I thought you were saying they were rescuing a vehicle from the top of that building. I was like, damn, they could have used them last week.
2 different videos. One is, yeah, for real. One was a vehicle accident they did, and then this one is like a high rescue from a building. So pretty cool stuff. I don't want to play much of his video. If you want to watch it, go over there and watch it so he can get the view time.
It's pretty cool when you don't have someone from OSHA standing over your shoulder.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would love to do like construction and shit over like overseas because like you don't have someone who. I know I've never done your job, but my book tells me you're doing it wrong.
Yes. That's very typical here in the United States. Mm-hmm. What is the old saying? Too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
Whoa now.
No, that's typical of government too.
That's offensive now.
Yeah, true.
Everything's offensive these days.
It's too many chiefs, not enough sailors. There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Not enough seamen.
Whoa.
Hello, not that kind of live stream.
X-rated already.
We just went to 21 years of age older now.
That's literally my rank.
Oh my goodness.
My paycheck literally says SN on it.
Oh my goodness. All right, Keysign, take it easy, brother. Hope you get your phone charged up. So did y'all hear the news about wait a minute. Hold on. Come on. Share this tab instead. Let's pull this up. Did y'all hear this news? Dog the Bounty Hunter's son, Gary Chapman, is an Ider, Alabama police officer.
Nerd.
What?
Yep, there he is.
No way.
Yep, there he is.
Which one is him?
This one, the one that says Chapman.
On the
Oh.
shirt, you know,
Okay,
and
this one, right?
black
I was a-
lettering.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
Yes. So that's him. That's him. But the reason I bring that up is because on his very first day on patrol, after being a certified officer, he located it was a traffic stop, and like I said, it was his first day of certified service. He was riding with Chief Malone, by the way. A male juvenile was found as a passenger inside a vehicle driven by Mrs. Amanda Bayland of Ider, Alabama. During the investigation, officers determined the juvenile was an active missing persons and had been reported missing from the state of Pennsylvania for over a week.
Wow.
With the help from Scranton Police Department in Pennsylvania and the DeKalb County Juvenile Court, the juvenile was taken into their care and custody, where he was transported back home to his guardian. So it was, she was charged with interference with child custody, which is Class C felony in Alabama. And during the investigation, officers learned that she had a previous charge in DeKalb County for chemical endangerment of a child as well. So she didn't have custody of her child, it sounds like, and she had basically done the non-custodial parent kidnapping thing, and took the kid without permission. And Dog the Bounty Hunter's son located the kid in the traffic stop on his very first day.
Wow.
Damn.
Yep. How cool is that?
Go.
Well, no wonder I couldn't find a kid down there.
So
Yeah.
I like that, because that just goes to prove, like, the women who are like, nope, I'm the mother. Like, my mom found out really quick, because my mom tried to pull the I don't have to pay child support, I'm the mother thing on my brothers and sisters. Yeah, she found out very quickly that she does have to pay child support.
Yeah, and you know, the times are changing with that. There's
Yeah.
a lot of fathers that have custody now. There's a lot of mothers that are having to pay child support. There's a lot of mothers that are barred from seeing their kids because of issues. And you know, I'm glad that the courts are starting to look at that. You know, there's times that a mother just can't care for her child like she should. There's times a father can't care for their child like they should. And so for the court to be able to look at it from an objective standpoint and say, okay, you know, the safest parent for this child is the father, is very new and very different.
Yeah. Not to be the downer, but it only took, 50, 60, 70 years of men who not getting to see their kids, killing themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I had to, when I served papers in Louisiana, a lot of what I got was child support enforcement papers from like Texas and Florida and places like that.
Yeah.
And I served this one dude that had a 14-year-old son they were seeking back child support for, and he had no clue he had a child. No clue.
Nice.
And he was distraught, devastated, because he said would have wanted to be involved in the child's life. So here's another one. This is one that Megan posted. I wanted to show you because we talk about the bad cop shit, and we do have some bad cop shit to talk about tonight. But this one, let me see if I can. I don't think I can full screen this.
No, that's a short. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
sometimes they're a little tricky with.
Y'all gotta eat y'all popcorn with me. You need to open it for you? Hold on. Hold on.
This roast still work out quicker?
Uh-huh. Man, this stuff is so good. It's double cheese. Hold on.
You out there, Stacey?
Do y'all know that
Yeah.
police officers are your friends? Police officers love you, care about you. Okay, here we go. That's yours. Who else will me open there? How you doing, young lady? You know my name? Police Officer Norman. All right. How's everybody's day going? I love you too. That made my day. That made my day. Huh? No. Y'all gotta eat y'all popcorn with me.
So I wanted to highlight this one for one major reason. Not just that, it's a positive police story, but you can tell that this officer is exactly what we assess, community policing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When an officer is working in a specific area, it's really important that they form some bond with the community, right? For multiple reasons, trust, safety, and then it's just the right thing to do, right? I mean, if you're patrolling this one area of town a lot, don't you think you kind of want to know what's going on with people?
Yeah.
I think it would make you a better cop. You would just understand folks in that area a little bit better. Devin Teepee, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Welcome back, Dustin K. I'm a little upset that there's no body cam footage released or anything like that from this Ider Police Department traffic stop, man. I wanted to see Doc's son actually in action, though. You know what I mean?
Would have been interesting.
He had his camera off that day.
Well, no, it's Alabama where you can't hardly get body cam footage.
Oh man, that's sad.
Yeah, the most non-transparent open records act of any state. Which, speaking of, I've got an open records request that's pending right now with the local police department, and I'm probably going to have to punk their ass out on video soon because they still have not sent it. And it's been over 30 days. And so I'm probably going to have to show up down there with the camera and go live and find out where my records request is.
I got a
All right,
question
everyone.
for
If you look down below, you'll see the donation link where we're gonna have to get Onyx out of jail.
Yes. If you want to go ahead and pre-contribute to the bail and bond fund,
I was gonna say we might need to get him some snacks so he's not super moody.
I
when
think
he
I'm the
goes
only
there.
Cigarettes. He needs cigarettes in jail.
Yeah,
I
cigarettes.
think I'm the only person here who can go become a legal resident of the state of Alabama real easily, so I'll have to be the one to go do it.
Well, that's one of those things where if I'm going to make a trip like that, I always tell my wife, hey, keep your cell phone handy in case I have to call you, because I might not get but 1 or 2 phone calls.
This is what them teenagers look stupid when they don't know their parents' phone numbers.
Exactly. So Carl says he's trying to get them at a young age. Those children will probably stay right in the area, and he's making a difference. I agree with you. A lot of people do tend to stay in the same general area when they grow up, and the fact that he cares enough to sit there and just do something as simple as having a bag of popcorn with those kids is pretty cool. I do like that.
Where has Call been? I haven't seen you in a minute, buddy. Secondly, look at that smile on his face in his picture. Like that is an infectious smile. Like,
yeah. That's a happy motherfucker right there. Looks like he just got a hold of some good snacks.
yeah.
That's what I look like after I've been munching on some cookies. I'm like, yeah.
Looks like he's got paid.
Oh, yeah, true. That paycheck was bigger than I expected.
Paycheck and snacks.
I want to say he told me that picture was at like a holiday party or something.
Yeah,
something like that.
Cernal's here. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, buddy.
So I got a question for you, Onyx.
Yes.
So going back to your records request,
yes.
Is there like a certain stipulation in Alabama for like if you wanted to request body cam footage or something like that? Does it have to be something that happened to you specifically?
No.
No, but the Open Records Act does not mention body camera footage at all, period. Let me see if I can get the actual law here. Let's see.
When you walk up to local law enforcement, there's actually a big sign on the door that just says the word "no" on it.
Yeah. Pretty much. Let's see. Oh wait, I think I might have opened up.
A can of whoop ass.
No,
Can of
not yet.
worms.
No, but I just opened a PDF instead of. I thought I was getting a link to something. Hang on, what the fuck? Anyway, it strictly just it's very generalized. It says that citizens have a right to respect records that are produced in the course of normal business by government entities. Is basically the summary of it, right? But there's been court cases where um, sheriff's departments, police departments, whatever, didn't want to release body cam footage, and the news media had to file a lawsuit to try to get that. And it went all the way to the Supreme Court of Alabama, and the Supreme Court of Alabama decided that police did not have to release body cam footage, that they could exclude that based on it being part of an investigation. So they're not required to release body cam footage in the state of Alabama.
Yeah.
Which is bullshit. AJot's here. Look at that. AJot and Baby Justice, American Justice of Texas, and her new little baby, Baby Justice. And Sean's here. What's up, Sean? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hey, look, we were both right. He was at a holiday party and food. See, I'm
awesome.
telling
Double
you,
win.
food makes people happy. Food makes
Yes.
people happy. It sure as hell makes me happy. I can tell you that. Why did I accidentally close my window?
Uh-oh.
Good. You got to save the AC.
No, not that window. Not that window. Hey, have y'all been watching this Strongsville teenager that killed her boyfriend and
Whoa.
his friend?
No, I haven't. Not till today.
I haven't heard anything about that. This is
Me
the
neither.
first for me.
Okay, well, this is from WKYC Channel 3, so I'm not gonna be able to play much of it because, you know, some of them are kind of funny about it. I think I'm just gonna mute it for a second because I want to show you what this girl looks like. Okay, so this is a girl here,
She's what, 16?
19, I think,
Fuck.
maybe.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
did see this. Yep.
Yeah, so the thing was or what they're alleging, and she's been found guilty now, so I guess you can say she did it. What's up, GTR boy? That's right, Michigan is in the title. We're going to talk about some Lansing, Michigan cops here in a minute. Anyway, so this girl allegedly decided to try to kill her boyfriend, and it's questionable as to whether she was intending to kill herself as well. But it was her boyfriend, and one of his friends in the car. She was in a Toyota Camry, and she just floored it down this road and ran into a concrete barrier. It killed both her boyfriend and his friend. They were trapped in the vehicle. She was trapped in the vehicle, I think. And she went on trial for murder. Multiple counts of murder, and then like other things like reckless driving and some other things. So
How old was her boyfriend?
Wasn't he like 19 or something?
Yeah, I mean similar age, you know.
Okay, I was gonna say if he's under 17, couldn't that be child endangerment?
No, I don't think he was under. I think they were all over 18. They also found some drugs. There was some drug possession charges and stuff like that.
Why did she want to kill her boyfriend?
Look at this car.
I ain't
It was
fixing
going
it.
over 100 for sure.
Yeah. They said she'd went over 100 miles per hour.
Was she trying to die too?
That's one of her claims, was that she wasn't trying to hurt anybody. She just wanted to kill herself.
That's what I
Wow,
heard.
look what the freak she did to that car,
Yeah.
man.
That's bad.
Hey, what's going on, Rob Wilson? Welcome to the stream, buddy.
Oh my
What's up,
God,
Brad?
Fry Wilson.
But yeah, so that's the car. And this is a young girl. Her name is oh man, it's hard to pronounce. Let me see if they've got it in here. I'll have to read it.
Challenge fucking accepted.
Mackenzie.
Sharilla. Sharilla is the last name. Mackenzie Sharilla. It says she's 18. Facing now this was August the 9th. She was 18. Facing multiple charges including murder, felonious assault, and aggravated vehicular homicide. She was 17 at the time of the incident. She's accused of intentionally crashing a vehicle with her 20-year-old boyfriend, Dominic Russo, and his 19-year-old friend, Davion Flanagan, in the car. Both passengers died. The prosecution says she was going 100 miles per hour when she went off the road and crashed into a building near the intersection of Progress and Alameda Drives in northwest Strongsville at 6:15 a.m. on July 31st, 2022. I mean, yeah, she does look very young, Wiz. I agree with you. She calculated this, right? Because they found video footage. There's actually video footage of the crash itself. From I don't know if they have it.
I have it right here.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's included in this video.
I don't think it is.
There's the building she hit.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, link me that, Stacy, because I didn't save that
All
link.
right.
I only had this one.
Yep. Give me a minute to find a good copy of it.
I can mute it. I can mute it if we need to. It's no
Was
big deal.
this guy like abusive to her or something? I mean, if that were the case, wouldn't it be just easier to like, you know what? I don't want to see you anymore. Break it off.
No, I don't know that was really alleged. But she had driven the like either the day before or a couple of days before, driven that route and kind of planned it out ahead of time. So she knew exactly what she was doing. It wasn't one of those spur of the moment, got mad and hit the gas kind of things.
All right, you're gonna have to mute
premeditated.
it. You're gonna have to mute it, but here you go.
That's why she got charged with murder, because it wasn't like a, all right, let's see.
It's literally like 6 or 7 seconds in. You have to mute it though, because it's like some kind of crazy voice on it.
All right, let's see. Let's share this tab instead. Mute.
It's literally right after this. They show the car.
Here it goes.
Yeah.
Wow!
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
crap, man!
Yeah.
Woo.
So that was her driving to the fence. She drove into a building. Like you saw the picture of the building in the video earlier.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. She drove through the fence and then hit the building. But I just can't. Man, what a way to even if you were going to try to kill yourself, right? What a way.
Ew.
And then, if you want to use I was just trying to kill myself defense, then you shouldn't have done it with other people in the car.
100%.
She never hit the brakes either.
No, she was actually she was still accelerating.
Oh, God.
They did the forensic breakdown of measuring distances and how fast she was closing the distances and stuff, and she was actually still accelerating until she hit the.
Well, they can pull the computers on these new cars now and find out if you ever touched brakes, where your gas pedal was, where your steering wheel position was, all that now.
Yeah.
So
it depends on the car too.
Yeah.
That started in trucks because when I worked at Swift in 2016, they were able to tell when I pushed the clutch, when I hit the brakes, when I hit the accelerator. It was literally just like we did our test drive, and when we came back, there was a piece of paper like sitting on all of our desks. We had assigned seats. But, yeah. We had assigned. I put a dip in, and I've got them little. I don't know what they're called. I got those in my teeth. But we come back, and it's just like I'm only. I think I'm driving for our test drive is like 10 minutes long. And it's like 8 or 9 pages of just like shit that I did in the truck. And it says like accelerate, shift, clutch, shift. And that's how
blinkers.
Blinkers. That's how they know if you're floating gears in their trucks, because that's not to jump off on the topic, but some companies don't want you floating gears in their trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, our technology spies on us for sure. Every bit of technology you got.
Now
I'm going to be something you're doing.
Now I'm going to be getting offers on Facebook about trucking jobs. Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get all kinds of stuff now. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Stacy.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'm gonna be getting. Hey, you want to come drive for JB Hunt?
No.
And all that kind of stuff. You know, I'll be getting those kind of offers in my emails and shit. So y'all want to get to the main story that I wanted to talk about tonight, the one that pissed me off enough that I had to change what I thought we were going to talk about tonight to this one.
All right, do it up. I want to hear
it.
Fire away.
Yeah, this pissed me off when I first saw it.
Kimori Gaming, I hope I pronounced that right. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. I'm with you, Carl. I think that she wanted to kill everybody in the car, including herself. And
tell no tales.
Well, what if she would have hit somebody standing on a street corner at that hour waiting for a bus or something, you know?
Well, that's the thing. It could have been anything. It could have been, you know, some parent out, you know, walking the dog, you know,
baby.
Yeah, walking their baby because they were colicky and crying at night. I mean, anything. She could have killed anybody on that street, you know? And it's just sad, man. I mean, but I think I don't know what the fix is going to be for this mental health crisis we find ourselves in. I don't think anything's going to change for folks until they're big enough themselves to seek help, right? You can't force help on somebody. Like, they have to come to some realization on their own that something's not right, and they have to seek that help themselves. And
and the issue is the issue is that there's people, because I see this every day. They don't want help. They like the attention they get from having issues.
And I think that's true with some people. I think with some people
not everyone. That's not everyone.
Yeah, I think with some people that's true. They actually like that drama and that attention that they get. It's kind of like that. It reminds me a little bit of that Munchausen syndrome by proxy or whatever, where the parent likes the attention of their child being sick. You know, that kind of stuff.
So that's one of the things that I actually dealt with growing up, and I think that's one of my issues now, because I just got over a battle with depression. Most of y'all were around for it, and so when I went up to medical here on base, they ask you, and I'm gonna put this out there: anyone who says they were separated from the military or kicked out of the military for depression issues, they were given a choice on whether to receive treatment to keep them in the military or to receive treatment on the basis that they were getting out of the military. So anyone who says that they were forced out, they're lying to you. You are always offered a chance to stay in. But on that note, there are people up there who after they've been in treatment for God knows how long, they start complaining, saying, I just want to get out of here. I just want to go home. Why am I still here? And then that's when you see, like, okay, so you didn't want help. You just wanted out of the military.
Yeah.
And that's one of the problems, too, is you got people using mental health to get their way.
Yeah.
So what that does is that skews the treatment process for mental health, because they're treating people who don't need the treatment.
Exactly. Colonel Indiana Longnut says you can force mental health help. It's called prison. I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, because I don't think that the prison system has any real impact on mental health help, and I don't think they even have any rehabilitation happening. I think it's strictly incarceration for the most part. And
the only thing the prison is worried about is keeping you alive. That's all they're worried about, and that's not
that's
in the case
half-ass time.
Yeah, that's most of the time.
Now, in a perfect world, and I agree, it should be that way. If somebody's in prison, there should be some mental health stuff available that's quality. And I believe that there should be some rehabilitation programs in place that are quality. It seems like, you know, prison is what a lot of people don't realize is there's a lot of privatization of prisons in the United States now, and the government pays these private prisons to house people for them. And so it's a money-making venture for these private prisons. And I don't think they really give a fuck other than the bottom line. How much money can we make?
Right.
Yep.
And that's pitiful. And then you got, like, you know, the state of Alabama. We got prisons over here. They can't even execute people right.
Yeah,
they can't even get their execution program right. Which, I mean, I don't know how difficult it is to do that, but it seems to me like if you just got to give them 3 medications and that should be it.
yeah. I got
And
Percy
you can't-
Wetmore over there pulling the plug.
And you can't get that right, something's wrong.
What's up, Blade?
Blade, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
Bilade.
But I do agree, Indiana Long Nuts, it should be that way. You should be able to have some mental health stuff in prisons. I just don't think the prison system really gives that much of a shit about it.
No, they just want to keep you alive long enough for your death sentence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or for the census to come around so they can get the money for you.
Yep.
All right. Let's talk about Lansing, Michigan.
All right, about time to hit the old dusty trail.
Yeah. Let's talk about Lansing, Michigan. So let me give you some background here. This video didn't start early enough, unfortunately. But this kid was sent out by his dad to take the trash out. They lived in an apartment complex, and you can see the dumpster right there. Looking at where his father walks out in this video, it looks like they don't live very far from there. The video starts after this teen has already been detained, but the father comes out not because he heard the commotion, but because he thought it was taking a little too long for his son to take that trash out. So he wanted to check and see what was going on. He comes out and he finds his son in handcuffs, right? So let's get this video played. This was posted on TikTok originally, and it's been shared around like all over the place. Sean says this steak is amazing. Man,
Where's mine, Sean? Jeez.
on TikTok.
The kid bringing out his trash to be dumped and he's getting harassed by
I can't hear it.
It's as loud as I can get it.
He was taking out his trash, yo.
His dad's coming out to see why they have put his son in handcuffs.
Y'all want to know why they detained this kid to begin with?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because he. I know. I heard.
Yeah. And they're going to talk about it in this video, but he matched the description of a suspect that ran from another officer.
Of course he did.
Yeah, he matched.
Sure did.
He matched the description.
Yep. If you listen, you'll hear the dad. The dad is like, "That is a perfect kid." Like,
oh, the dad. I want to show most of this all the way through before I comment, because I think you need to see it first before I pop my comment out there.
I like the dad. I like the guy.
Put him in handcuffs. He was just coming to dump.
I thought that was someone we all know at first when I heard his voice, but he don't live up there.
No.
But the guy recording, shout out to him at the end what he says.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it up there. What are they gonna do?
Well, that was the wrong shit, you know. But what the kid do though?
So that's where the cops had told him that they stopped him because he matched the description of a suspect who was he was suspected of car theft and took off running from another officer in this area. But if the description wasn't a 12-year-old black boy, he doesn't match the description.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Period.
There's a big difference between an adult that's running from the cops and a 12-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm.
Who's taking out the trash?
Yeah, who's taking out the trash. Now, the officer, and I'll pull up the police department's response, but the officer claims that he didn't see the trash in the kid's hand, that he had already thrown it away by the time he pulled in the parking lot and saw him. So he just saw the kid, thought maybe he was coming out of the woods or whatever. But I got more thoughts on this when we get through it. So there you go. Indiana Longnut says he had guns drawn on him by Chicago PD for mistaken identity. That's dangerous, man.
Yeah, that happened to me in Nashville. We had just gotten a 2004 Chevy Impala. It was gold, so very common color. We get pulled over, and the cop walks up, doesn't even ask for a license. He's like, he said, get out of the car, like opens my door and pulls me out of the car. This is before body cams were really big. This is 2012, 2011. And, I mean, they were a thing, but they weren't like big like they are now.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in handcuffs on the side of the road, and like, luckily my stepdad drives by and sees me. He's like, what the fuck? So he stops, and like, he's standing there, and the cop's like, you can keep going, sir. And my dad's like, there's nothing against the law about me sitting in a parking lot on someone's private property unless they tell me to leave. And the guy out there, like the guy that owned the restaurant, was like, I don't care. So he's sitting there, and he's like, can I get a description of the guy that ran from us? And he's like, yeah, driving a gold 2004 Chevy Malibu, African American. Yeah, and I was like,
you fit the description, man.
I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down with my hands behind my back, and I just go, "Are you fucking serious, dude?" And he's like, "You're gonna show some respect." And my dad was like, my stepdad was like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like he told me I need to learn how to respect police officers and shit. I was like, "Learn to do your fucking job, man."
So did he let you go? Right there?
He let me go. If he didn't, I had to go fucking change some shit on my social security number because he had to let me go.
He's not in jail, so.
I mean, some people would try and nail you with something else just so they could bring you in. I'm just
saying my social security number says I'm white. So like,
yeah, that contempt of cop charge that they can come up with anything else to charge you sometimes.
Yeah, they'll try it. Dude. They'll try it.
If you get the wrong one. Yeah,
I mean, I went to the South Precinct the next day, and I spoke with the chief there, and he apologized, and they gave me like a fucking $25 gift card to Applebee's and shit, and I was like, oh, gee, thanks.
Okay, look, but you know what's sad about that is, what do they have a fucking drawer of those that they hand out when they fuck up?
They got in a Cobra sack in the back.
Like, it's going to cost you a hell of a lot more than Applebee's. I want Longhorn, damn it.
Yeah, I want Ruth's Chris. I want.
I've never eaten at Ruth's Chris before because I'm one of those that, because of how expensive that is, I'm scared.
Well, you've been saving up since 1985 to go there. So.
Well, I'm just scared I'm gonna overhype it in my mind, and then I'm gonna go drop $100 on a plate, and then I'm gonna be like, man, fuck, I could have paid a bill with that, man.
I had to refinance my house just so I could get a plate of food.
Yeah. Oh, that could have been a car payment right there.
Ruth Chris is good. I paid $100 altogether. I paid for the whole table. I think altogether.
I don't work for the government, so I can't afford to eat at Ruth Chris.
I paid like this was years ago. I paid like $600 and something for everybody, but we all had like food for like 2 days.
I feel like that's shots fired at Jamie right there.
I never heard of that place. What's it like a fancy up? Never heard of it.
Yeah,
fancy steakhouse. All right,
let's get back into this. Watch his father here, because I got a lot to say about this dad.
I seen it. I seen it. That's what he did.
You know what I'm saying? That traumatized my son.
That's the wrong shit, though. That's wrong shit, yo. For real.
I feel bad for the dad. It's like he knows that he can't say too much.
Got the K9 and shit.
All these cops for a teenage kid. It
Yo,
only
the
meets
wrong
description.
person, yo.
Man, what?
That's some bullshit. He right though. He got a right to speak.
Mine too,
Wrong
Megan. I love
description
Texas
and shit.
Roadhouse.
I just want to know when Listerina Colgate got here.
Yeah, that girl's built right there now.
Mm-hmm.
Built?
Someone. She been to Texas
They're
Roadhouse.
arrested him
She-
about the canine down
She's
here.
what they say,
Now
built
they-
like a brick shit house.
Mhm.
She's
Well, I
pretty-
mean,
yeah.
that's
all these
referring to
cops.
something else. Hey, look, they let him
Yeah.
go. Look at that.
Yeah, he does
Hey,
not look
all right,
12.
They gonna
listen.
tell lies.
All right, listen to this.
I like how they sent all the females.
They was wrong for that shit, man. They was wrong for that shit.
Wish I could hear it.
Yeah, it's not a
Boy
great recording.
traumatized, boy. That boy fucked up. Well, look at that motherfucker. He crying and shit. What? What? You said what? They can't do nothing to me.
Now he
Is
said
it?
they can't do nothing to me, so somebody must have told him, man, they're gonna fuck you up for
No,
recording
no.
that."
His wife. If you listen to his wife right before he says it, his wife or his girlfriend or whatever, she says, "Don't post that on TikTok."
Don't post that on TikTok.
Yeah.
Well, look, so here's here's the thing. For one, kudos to that dad for not getting his ass locked up because
I would have lost my
can't-
shit.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Jamie. I'd have crossed a couple of lines there
That H stands for Jamie. Hell no.
Hell no! Here we go.
That's right. That's right. Holy
He's got
Well,
guns. Just watch
Just
out.
based on what I saw there, I mean that dad, he was very cool, calm, and collected, and knew exactly what he was going to say.
Yes, I will give it to
So-
him. He stayed calm the entire time.
Yeah,
well,
he did.
He's a pretty good dude right there. That guy.
Yeah.
So
And
kid's
Now-
in good hands. He's got good parents.
Well,
Jamie's-
and that's the thing, his dad kept saying this is a perfect kid. He's a perfect kid, by all accounts, the kid does well in school. He stays out of trouble. He, he's well mannered. He does what his parents ask. He does chores. And you match the description bullshit really bothers me. Because that, and it's been upheld, in appeals courts and Supreme Courts and shit like that as being okay. But I mean, how reliable is a description? Really? I mean, it's so let's say, I give a description to the cops and in the heat of the moment as a victim, I accidentally transpose the colors of your shirt versus your shorts, right? And so I tell him you got a red shirt and black shorts, but it was really the other way around. And then some other dude down there who had to shave his beard a month or two ago and is just trying to grow some back happens to be walking by wearing what I told the cops about. And then
That's where the H comes out right there.
yeah, but you see what I'm saying? So like that description is very subjective, right? Let's say I think you're 5'8", but you're really 5'10". That 2 inches, that's 2 different inches in height. 2 inches makes a big difference.
That's a big
to some
difference.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't that right,
Yeah.
ladies? Anyway, if we just got age restricted again. Yeah, but so I'm nervous about that being used so much. And it leads into another one that worries me, which is smelling something in your car, giving them the right to search it, giving them the probable cause to search it. That can't be proven or disproven. How you can't prove what they smelled, you can't prove what they didn't smell. And to me, that's not solid enough for probable cause.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And that scares me. And oh shit, Southpaw's here. Oh God. I knew I smelled trouble. Talking about smelling stuff in cars. I knew I smelled trouble. Southpaw's didn't come in.
Hey, I don't ever smoke nothing, man.
Yeah. But so Jamie, your daughter's a little bit older than this kid, but same general age range, you know, and y'all live way out in the middle of BFE, so you ain't got to worry about her walking to the dumpster in the apartment complex to take trash out. But let's say put yourself in that father's situation. I mean, what's the thoughts running through your mind?
Oh, I mean, kudos to that father. I mean, for one, he was a lot more calm than I would have been in that situation. I definitely would, you know, you see all these police to police folks. I want your name, I want your badge number, and I want your supervisor right here, right down now. I want to talk to this witness that you say you had. I want to see him because they are not of age to be questioned without me present or a child services present. No, it wouldn't be alone. I wouldn't be that professional. There'd be some F-bombs in there, I guarantee you, and there'd be some other C words in there. Now, don't get me wrong, I got all the respect in the world for the police, for law enforcement. One of my best friends is a law officer down in South Georgia. But when it comes to your children, it's a whole different level versus just yourself. That protective aspect of your child comes into play. And when you think of it that way, you really have to, like I said, once again, give that father some hellacious kudos because he would remain a lot more calm than any other parent I know personally here in Georgia would have been having a kid in handcuffs.
The fact that he stayed on that sidewalk and didn't hit that parking lot says a lot. Because there'd have been some walking my ass back to the sidewalk. What's up, Ember Rose? Welcome to
I can just see Onyx now. All right, well, fuck the lot of y'all. I got ice cream upstairs anyways. I'm going.
Oh, you reminded me. I have ice cream in my freezer.
Go ahead. Sorry,
Stacey. Your youngins are young, but
yeah. They're.
I mean,
my daughters. They're 9 and 5.
As a parent, though, you have that, you know, that protective thing that kicks in. I mean,
yeah, like
you just showed your ass right there.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say what I would do, but yeah. You guys know how my filter is about like a pair of pantyhose. Like the only thing it's holding back is a very thick fart. Like it's. I don't know, man. I honestly can't say that I know what I would do, but I have a feeling like.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, my first thing would have been, I only have daughters that live here. My son lives in Mississippi, but my first thing would have been, what'd she do? Mm-hmm. I would have asked that question first. What'd she do? And if there wasn't some solid fucking answer behind that, yep.
Yeah, well,
might as well have walked out there naked because I'd have been showing my whole ass.
I'll put myself in that dad's shoes. All right, what was the description? And black better not be the first fucking word out of your mouth.
Well, and that is what the dad said. Y'all always use that excuse, and he said once you're black, you always fit a description.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm gonna there's a bunch of lawsuits going on right now with Detroit, Michigan's police department. They use facial recognition, and there's been people arrested because they were facially recognized as a criminal.
Right.
And it wasn't even then, but it's also statistically proven in these lawsuits, they're showing evidence where it makes more mistakes with people of color than it does with white people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another one of those things. It's just not reliable, and if it's not reliable enough, it should not be used to take someone's freedom. And I just don't like you match a description. I match a description of what?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a middle-aged white guy. Do you know how many motherfuckers there are like me in this area?
Put a white New Balances down.
Yeah, well, I don't wear New Balances.
Here's my thing.
Those had a blowout. So
Reeboks.
Here's my thing. They're in Lansing, Michigan. Guess what else is in Lansing, Michigan? Well, East Lansing, University of Michigan State. Guess what Michigan State has?
What?
Athletic programs.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what most predominantly athletic programs are? Black people.
Non-Caucasian.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so are you saying like this guy fit the description? Like, so I'm
well,
and this was a kid.
Yeah, it was a kid. And I mean his clothes. Let me pull this back up.
Although I thought they were Lululemon shorts for a minute. Like,
let's see. Let me get this back on the screen here.
You know how I get those thoughts in my head, right?
No, not you.
Those intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, well, no. This one would be like, Jamie, you and your daughter could make the same argument for each other. No. All they do is they sit in the house and play video games.
Yeah.
They don't ever go anywhere.
So here we go. This kid is wearing lime green
and a white t-shirt,
and it kind of looks like a light blue to me. It's Under Armour. I see the Under Armour logo on it.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna stand out.
So if you're going to use a description, that description better fucking include lime green shorts and a light blue Under Armour t-shirt.
Yes.
Now I could go with the light blue shirt because they might have seen him from behind, right, as he's running from the other officers. But let's take a look. Where in the fuck?
Huh.
Let me pull up. What was that?
He's got green shorts, the same color shorts as his kid. Whoa, we found our offender right here.
There we go.
We found our offender.
Let's see. Somewhere.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
He got from Lansing, Michigan, all the way out there.
Okay, let's share this one. So here's their Facebook. Okay, we are aware of a video circulating social media, not on social media, but it's circulating social media. We want to provide some background information on this unfortunate misunderstanding.
Oh, unfortunate.
On Thursday afternoon, our officers were investigating a string of Kia thefts, including a specific one reported at 3600 block of West Jolly Road with multiple suspects. A witness described a suspect wearing neon shorts and a white shirt. A responding officer saw a subject matching this description and attempted to make contact, but the subject fled and ran west into the nearby apartment complex. A different officer was in the area and saw the young man pictured in the viral video wearing... Are you breathing heavy in my ear?
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, is Darth Vader in here?
I thought I was turning you on for a second.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna start an ASMR live stream. All right. So anyway, the officer saw the kid, and I get it. Okay, it is a very similar description. It is neon shorts, and I can see the white shirt being mistaken for the light blue. I can see that. I can kind of see it, but when you don't know, and you can't. So when you put somebody in handcuffs, right, you have taken away their freedom.
Yes.
Even if it's only a detainment and not an arrest, you've still taken away their freedom. My thing is, if you walk up and you think you're about to investigate this with a kid, maybe you should talk to him for a minute first before you just slap the fucking handcuffs on. The kid was not out of line. He didn't try to get away from the officer, but then their argument's going to be, well, the suspect ran from us once, so I wanted to make sure I had him under control.
What? Pull that back up. If you still got it.
With this one here?
The one we just had.
Oh, wrong thing. Not that.
All right. So I'm assuming are both those pictures the suspect?
Yeah, these I believe these are the suspect. Well, no, maybe not.
No, one's a kid.
Okay.
Yeah, one's a kid.
So that's what I'm getting at. All right, hear me out. How do I say this delicately without sounding like I'm racially profiling? The sun is shining on both of them. The one on the left, and they are wearing different shorts. The one on the right has a liner, like a white line on his shorts. The one on the left
darker.
is much darker than the one on the right.
So, and I'm with you on that. I can see the mistake. I can see how the mistake would be made. But if he's standing there for this period of time and he's talking to him at first, they got a pretty good look at him.
Yeah, and here's my
and
the reason I say this is maybe it's just because the way I grew up. For all intents and purposes, I grew up black, so I'm able to tell the difference between someone I was just looking at, someone who's a lighter complexion 5 minutes later, who might fit the same body type.
Well, my biggest thing is there's a real difference between an adult or even if this dude is an older teenager, there's a big difference between someone that's more of an adult age and someone who's 12 years old.
Yeah, I just ran from the cops into the apartments. Let me go take the trash out.
Well, and the cop did say he didn't see him with the trash. He'd already emptied the trash. So he saw him coming from behind the dumpsters, what it appeared like to him. I can understand the mistake. I can understand even maybe stopping just a moment to talk to this kid while you consensually, you have a consensual conversation while you delay him for that other officer to get his ass over there and take a look before you put handcuffs on him and take away his freedom and possibly traumatize him. See, there was a better way to handle this and still get the police investigation part of it done.
There was several better ways of handling it.
Yeah.
Once I realized he was a kid, I would have been like, all right, well, where are your parents? Can we get them out here?
Yeah. Anything but put the fucking handcuffs on. I mean, within seconds of coming into contact with this kid, he was in handcuffs. And then when the father comes out and starts questioning him, then they go that one step further and put him in the back of that fucking car.
Yeah.
Now, the handcuffing part is bad enough. But once that kid got put in the back of that car, the shit going through his mind.
Mm-hmm.
All intents and purposes, he's going to jail.
That's where the biggest part of the trauma comes in. As long as he was still standing out in that parking lot and could see his father and technically have a conversation across the parking lot with his father, he was probably going to be mentally okay. He got fucked up in the head when he got put in the back of that cop car.
Yeah.
100%.
A little bit.
And I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I want the cops to be able to do their job. I want them to catch car thieves. I want them to catch the people that run from them. But I don't want them to come and handcuff me because I matched a description.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that excuse can be bullshitted too. Because who told you the description? Oh, was that on body cam? No, I was driving by. You know, I mean, that just don't have enough weight to me, you know? And it just bothers me that this kid now is, you know, a good kid has now had a negative interaction with law enforcement when that could have been much more positive, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you know, they say that the chief says he reviewed the body cam footage and the officer was respectful and blah, blah, blah. No, he wasn't. He wasn't respectful because he handcuffed this kid rather than having a conversation with him. He could have just stalled that kid just a minute or two for that officer to get there, because when the original officer got there, he said, "No, that ain't him."
Mm-hmm.
And then you don't have a viral video of an innocent kid getting handcuffed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of easy fixes to this divide that's growing between law enforcement and citizens.
And they wonder why people aren't trusting cops, when you do that kind of stuff.
Y'all like Ben Franklin? Y'all know Ben Franklin, right?
I like his picture.
I know where he's buried.
I do too. Yeah,
I've been to his grave.
I like his picture too. What's up, Help Police? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. So Benjamin Franklin said, let me read this word for word so I don't get it wrong. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety.
Yep.
So while I say yes, I want the cops to catch the bad guys, I don't want my rights infringed upon for them to be able to do that. I don't want the rights of this 12-year-old boy we just watched a video of to be infringed on for them to be able to do that. I just think that we need to stop some of this cowboy bullshit that's happening out there in the law enforcement community. Let's remember that, we live under Constitution and a Bill of Rights, and that people are innocent until proven guilty. If you're not going to take just a couple of extra minutes, if they'd have just taken a couple of extra minutes here, they could have eliminated a lot of shit. Now there's a federal lawsuit coming. Mm-hmm. That's going to cost the taxpayers money. Mm-hmm. Not the officers, because they ain't, they got qualified immunity.
Yep.
Which is something else that needs to go away. I'm pissed as a parent. If that had happened to my kid, I'd probably got arrested.
I'd been sitting right there backseat of a patrol car with my kid.
Yep, I'd have probably got arrested. Not to go into details or anything, but my daughter's a witness in a criminal case up here, and the sheriff's department came to serve the subpoena. And when the sheriff's department rings my doorbell, first thing I think is, this is gonna be fun, I guess.
Fuck! They found my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
either that or they're there to serve you papers.
Well, the good news is, of course, when somebody rings my doorbell on my alarm panel, I have an alarm panel on the wall that's, about this big. It immediately pops up that video from my doorbell camera. So before I even get to the door, I glance over and see who it is. And it's a single female officer. And me being a process server, I knew she was there to serve papers because I've seen her serving papers, right? So I recognized her.
I can see Onyx when his own name pops up.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. But anyway, so she rings the doorbell, and I didn't say anything. I just opened the door and I stepped out. Well, she backed up a couple of steps because I don't think she was expecting that. But I stepped out and I pushed the lock button on my door. So it locked. And that also sets my alarm. And she looked at me kind of funny. I didn't say anything, but I was just like, "Can I help you?" And she said, "Yeah, I got a subpoena for so-and-so." I said, "Yeah, that's my daughter, but she's not here." She said, "Well, you mind giving it to her?" Here's a little secret in the state of Alabama. You can refuse the service of process. You don't have to accept legal documents. Now, if I come to your house to serve you legal papers, just be polite about it. I get paid either way, so I don't really give a fuck. But anyway, so I wasn't rude to the lady, but she just looked at me a little funny, like it caught her off guard that I stepped out and locked my door. Mm-hmm. My reason for doing that, and I didn't explain it to her, but my reason for doing that is, what if that had not been the service of a subpoena, but the service of a search warrant, or the wrong house, or there was other officers waiting right around the fucking corner of my entryway.
Got a SWAT team out there waiting on you.
Right. It's my house, my door, and I'm locking it and I'm setting the alarm, and we can have our conversation right here. She was very polite. I was very polite. She did what she had to do. I took the paper, took the subpoena, all that good shit. But I'm just not going to run the risk. And there was a time where I wouldn't have done that, where I would have stood there with my door open and
in his underwear.
Yeah, there you go. Riz says he'd run me off his lawn with the garden hose.
I can totally see it too.
Yeah, I've had some very interesting encounters with people that did not want me serving them legal papers.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Anytime I've had LEO knock on my door for anything, I answer the door naked.
Okay.
I'm not even joking.
I have a feeling that you're not.
So in other words, what I should have done, Stacey, if I wanted to do like you, is when I saw that there was law enforcement standing at my door, I should have just stripped all my clothes off right there and then opened the door.
Yep. If my kid was behind me, if my kid was behind me doing dishes, I'd be like, sorry.
Wow.
Like, we can make this conversation quick, or we can make it short. What do you want to do?
Or we can make it awkward.
Yeah.
Note to self: never knock on Stacy's door.
Yeah, for real.
You're not law
Good Lord.
enforcement.
Well,
What's up,
okay.
Jorge? How's it going?
Don't dress up as law enforcement for Halloween and knock on Stacy's door.
Hey, if you got to be careful dressing up for law enforcement, and people might think you.
I know.
Like they're supposed to turn the music on, like bow, bow, bow,
like
something's about to happen. Yeah. Got to be careful about that.
Nasty.
Yes, indeed.
Imagine Mike, sexy Stacy.
Oh my God. So
this is turning into X-rated again.
Yeah, it is. We always get derailed.
Yep.
So that was really all I wanted to for us to touch on. There's a couple of other stories out there that I want to get some more information on. But they're still kind of fresh. There's one out of Alexandria, Louisiana. That involves. Yeah. It involves a guy from the Banditos Motorcycle Club that was arrested for doing nothing.
I was about to say they don't do anything.
Yeah, but I want to get a little more info, and I'm trying to track this fella down because I really would love for him to come on the show and talk to us.
The Banditos, I think I've met like 2 people who are part of some chapter. I don't remember which one, but like they're like the most like. They do like Christmas parades and shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most motorcycle clubs are not the fucking Hell's Angels or Sons of Anarchy kind of shit, Yeah. And that's I mean,
hey, yo, he blinked in my direction. We got to kill him.
Yeah, exactly. But any parting thoughts on any of this stuff? Let's start with Steve.
I like the way that dad handled that thing.
Yep.
That whole thing. He did a pretty stand-up job. So like I said before, that kid's got some good parents.
I don't know what his dad does for a living, but whatever he does, I bet he's a fucking professional at it.
I'm sure he is. He was extremely professional with that whole situation.
Very articulate.
And he had some pretty nice guns on him if he had to use them.
If
he'd have had to use them.
He sounded Jamaican. He's probably like a Bobby McFerrin impersonator or something.
Hey, I don't know.
Other than that, I don't have anything else.
All right. Megan.
I liked that officer who sat with those kids and ate popcorn and, just kind of talked to them. Because, I mean, if you want the younger generation to see you as a good person, go into that community, try to be that kind of good person for them. And then maybe they'll look up to you a lot better if you, instead of just, I don't know, I don't want to say like profiling, but just assume like, oh, just because it's a bad neighborhood doesn't mean you shouldn't go and try to be with those people and figure out, well, what can we do to help? What can we do to make it a better area? And then that one girl, I was reading too about that one girl who killed her boyfriend and her boyfriend's friend in the car, that I guess on TikTok earlier before the incident happened, that she apparently was bragging about how she could smoke marijuana and not be affected by it or something. And supposedly she was high when she was driving the car.
She obviously had her hands on the wrong stuff.
Apparently, I don't know, but
this was white marijuana.
Oh Lord. But I mean, just to like brag about oh, but I can take drugs and not be affected by them, but then
Yeah.
cause this big car crash. I mean, that's just bullshit to me. But
Yeah. Well, anybody that says they can do any kind of narcotics or any kind of drugs and not be affected may think they're not being affected, but they're being affected.
Yeah.
Do I think that that marijuana should be legalized? Yes, but it should be just like alcohol. You still shouldn't operate a vehicle with it because it is impairing.
Yeah. I'll be the first one, like when drunk. I'll stand up straight, and I'll be talking normal, and I'll be like, "No, look, I'm not intoxicated. I'm fine. I'm perfectly normal." But all the while, I'm talking to a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and I have this rule. If I go, my wife and I, if we go out to eat somewhere like Texas Roadhouse, by the way, if you want to sponsor the show, hit me up. But if my wife and I go out to eat somewhere, she typically will have a margarita.
wow.
Yeah, if she has a margarita, I drive home. If in the rarest of cases, she's like, "Hey, do you want to have a beer tonight? I'll drive home." Then I may drink a beer, but she doesn't usually. She don't usually give me that option. It's usually like, "I'm ordering a margarita. You're driving home, right?" That's usually how it goes. But that's our rule. That's how, neither one of us want to kill anybody on the way home. And
order yours to
we
go.
don't want to DUI. You can't. You can't in Alabama. It's no good. But what about was that all your closing thoughts you had, Megan?
the other thing I had seen in that article too was that I guess she was planning to either break up with the boyfriend or they were having some kind of issue, and that's what kind of led her to doing that. It's like,
I don't think killing him would have been the greatest
it's not.
option.
It's never the solution. It's never the solution. I mean, it's
Stacy's over there like, thank fuck none of my girlfriends that wanted to break up with me ever went that fucking
Not like that.
You think I joined the military for the benefits?
Yeah, he was getting away from some shit,
You ain't seen them Alabama women.
Yeah, he was hiding out from some of these Alabama women's.
South Carolina, but
Okay, same women.
Anything else, Megan?
No, that's it.
All right, Jamie.
Yeah.
Closing thoughts on tonight's stuff.
Once again, props to that father. He held it together a lot better than I know most parents would have, especially with the climate of our current system right now. Everything going on, And unfortunately, that child, 12, I'll say child, he's 12 years old now, that young teenager, forever in his mind now, law enforcement will be tarnished for him.
Yeah.
It's going to take 100 acts of good from an officer to change that one moment in life for him that has forever put that bad taste in law enforcement. He will probably never trust another officer again in his entire life just because of that one 20-minute encounter.
They claim he was only detained for 3 minutes.
Boy,
that video is 4 minutes long.
Yeah. Well, we didn't see what happened before they detained him either, how long he was actually in contact with them and how long they was in contact after they released him with the father.
It was enough time that the dad was wondering what took him so long to take the trash out. That's why the dad came outside. By that point, he's already in handcuffs. The video had already been going for a few seconds.
Yeah, so you figure 5 minutes, after about 5 minutes, your kid's not back. You're like, hey, he just should walk right into a trash can, been back by now. Let me go check on him. So you figure most parents get about 5 minutes max.
Yeah.
With your neighborhood like that. So, yeah. Again, once again, props to that dad for holding it together a lot better than I would ever had done it.
Mm-hmm. Stacy?
Nope.
No thoughts?
Yeah. Shout out to the dad. Like, I feel bad for him because, like, I know there was a lot more he wanted to say, but he's obviously a smart guy. Like, he knew that he couldn't say anything because they had the power of a badge, and he's just a civilian. So,
I agree. You know,
I don't know if you guys saw the comments. There was one I felt bad for laughing at. There was one said, "This poor kid ain't ever taking the trash out again."
yeah.
Mhm.
But you know what? There's some truth to that. If you really think about it, the next time he is asked to take that trash out, I guarantee you he had a thought. I hope nothing goes sideways this time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can't right now. I'm on GTA 5.
I just feel bad because it's like wrong place at the wrong time, you know? Like
Yeah.
he didn't ask
Ye-
for that.
Eat.
Anything else there, Stacy?
Nope.
I'm with y'all on the dad. I really think that he held his shit together really well. It is sad that he felt like he had to keep from getting hemmed up his own self. You know, we do have the freedom of speech in this country, and it is perfectly legal for you to tell the cops exactly what you think. Where it becomes illegal is when you start threatening violence or you become physical, or you know, interfering in some physical type way. But there would have been at least a slew of curse words coming out of my mouth
Mm-hmm.
as a parent. And like I say, I wouldn't have stayed on the sidewalk. I'd been a little bit closer than that, you know. There'd have been some interesting body cam footage probably after that. If I knew my kid didn't do wrong. Now, the reverse of that is if I thought my kid did wrong, pay them consequences.
Right.
You know,
Mhm.
I'm not one of those that thinks my kid does no wrong. I'm not that naive, right?
He
I
ate all the
know.
ice cream.
Mm, yeah, well, sometimes my kids do eat all the ice cream. I get pretty pissed about it. But
Wiz would be raising hell and making calls. All you got to do is show him your badge, dude.
but you know, so I thought that these two videos were in great contrast with each other, which is why I wanted to show them both on the same one. But the cop that was sitting eating popcorn with the kids in the neighborhood versus the cop who handcuffed a 12-year-old kid taking his trash out, night and day difference.
Mm-hmm.
Night and day difference in the mental state that it left the kids in.
Mm-hmm.
The officer sitting down eating popcorn is trying to bridge the gap between law enforcement and the community, and the cop in Lansing, Michigan, unfortunately widened that gap for that kid and for that father and for most of those people standing out there watching, and for
Yep.
thousands of people that watched it online and felt the same way. So that's the basics of my thoughts. Be nicer, folks, Mr. Policeman's. Be nicer, folks. Don't forget that, you know, with that badge comes some responsibility of not taking somebody's freedom just because you think you need to for a minute. You better fucking know. You really
Yeah.
need to know
Mhm.
before you do it. It's only right. You know, lock up them criminals all day long. Leave the innocent folks alone. At least give them the benefit of the doubt and make sure you got the right one. Right.
Yep. Because you're still innocent in this country until proven guilty.
Yep. And they ain't gonna want to hear your arguments on the side of the street. So if you ain't holding trial on the side of the street, you better figure some shit out before you put some handcuffs on somebody.
Yep.
In my opinion. I think that freedom is important. And I do agree that, you know, following laws is important. I try to follow the laws. I don't want to get treated like shit if I make a mistake and, you know, get pulled over by the cops. You know, at least treat me nice. I'll treat you nice. I give what I get. And now this kid, like y'all said, is going to always question the next cop that walks up to him. Is this going to become confrontation? Am I going to end up in handcuffs? You know, what the fuck do they think description I match now? You know, that kind of
Now
stuff.
murder somebody this time now.
Right.
You know what that kid should do? That kid should go to criminal justice school and learn how to become a cop.
And you know, a lot of people in neighborhoods, low income, high crime neighborhoods, a lot of those people do become cops because they care about the community. Those are the ones that went into policing with with their community in their heart. And those are sometimes the best cops because they went into it caring, right? If you go into it because you think the power's cool, you picked the wrong job.
Well, I mean, think about it. If the kid actually did that, I don't know. How old was he? 12?
12.
Yeah.
So, okay. So most cops are what? They're cops for, let's say, 20 years, 25 years, something like that. They want a pension. So by that time, he's 18 years old. You know, he goes to criminal justice. He takes his criminal justice course, goes through police academy training, whatever. He can be a cop. He can get hired on at the precinct where those cops gave him hell. And you can look at him in the face every single day, and it would be like a slap in the face to them because he made it to where they were, and he became something.
And you know, and I hope he does. Hell, I hope he becomes the fucking governor of Michigan.
That'd be great.
You know, or the president of the United States. I don't like for people to use excuses of things that held them down. I think that, you know, if you really put your mind to it, I feel like most people can pull off anything they want to. And I hope the kid does. I hope he does something in that community that's positive and grows from this and doesn't let it hold him back. That's my fear, is that it's real easy to let something like this hold you back. And I hope that he don't do that.
Kenny said that police chief did exactly what I just said.
Brookford Chief of Police William Armstrong did that. Hey, hot damn.
Wait, what happened?
There you go. Somebody started off in trouble and became a cop, or got bothered and became a cop.
And he made himself all the way up to was police chief.
Chief of police.
That's awesome.
I've elevated myself to king inside this house.
Yeah.
That's about as far as I've been able to get.
Oh yeah, step outside to pee on.
The only thing you don't have is the crown and the scepter.
I'm sorry. Let me. My kingdom's not quite that big. I am the king inside this room.
There you go.
I'm gonna go downstairs and see my queen wife in a little bit, who rules
fucking
that
King
area.
Friday over here.
Rules the roost.
Yes, she's ruling the roost. But anything else before we head out?
I don't think so.
Nope.
All right. I'm gonna get out of here.
He's gonna run downstairs and be like, "My winch, fetch the ice cream."
Yeah, no, I won't say that. I won't say that, but once.
Last time.
You obviously don't know his wife.
Yeah, my wife ain't that much shit.
We want him to come back on Tuesday. That's the thing.
Yeah, y'all want to see me again, don't you?
Yeah, we kind of need him.
Anyhow, stay tuned to the channel, because I'm probably going to have something coming out about this police department in this town that doesn't want to turn stuff over. I can't give too much away, other than I'll give you a little bit of a hint. It's Owens Crossroads.
Okay,
that
don't be
doesn't
too
do
subtle.
much for me.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go any deeper than that. I'm not going to tell you what the issue is, what I'm trying to get, anything like that. You'll have to wait for the video. And I'm really trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but we'll see. Anyhow, that's going to do it for me, y'all. Everybody have a good one. We'll see y'all back here next week. There's nothing crazy going on next week, right? No, it's the 27th of
my
August.
birthday.
Oh yeah, nothing crazy.
What? On what
Nothing
day?
crazy.
The 30th.
Oh, on the 30th? Oh, well, that don't count. That's after that.
What do you mean the 30th? Like, I can't drive all the way up there and then drive all the way home.
Are you going to be out of town for the weekend before that? You doing anything?
No,
spicy?
I was just saying it's going to be my birthday.
Okay.
Jesus.
Well, we'll have a little birthday party for you then. How about that?
So you coming down here for cheesesteak?
You got the $240 something in train tickets?
I'll bring you down.
Jesus Christ.
No.
All right. Well,
no.
We'll see you all next week, God willing, and the creek don't rise.
Bye,
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to the Rocket Rewind, the show where we get together and
I have a dream.
Hey, I fucked up. I fucked up. Somebody Well, so look, it was an honest mistake because that video matched the description of the other video.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. But there we go. See y'all later.
Bye, buddy.
Part 2.
Hey.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here on screen. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me. If I want it, then I get it. Head down, don't regret it. Push myself to the limit. If I play it, then I win it. I'm just saying, I'm just living for today. For a minute, I don't stay, I just visit. Have no shame